Hi everyone. Today I will be reviewing the film Corporate Retreat for you all. So Corporate Retreat follows a group of ambitious young executives who set out on a luxury team building escape, expecting a fun and productive getaway. Instead, they find themselves immersed in a savage, blood-soaked fight for survival. From the moment the chaos erupts, the film plunges headfirst into a brutal, gory nightmare filled with over-the-top violence, dark humor, and a surprisingly playful tone. So I need to say, before I started watching this film, I took a quick glance at some reviews, and honestly, the critics were brutal. The consensus was that the movie was boring, silly, and poorly made. Basically a waste of time. Naturally, I went in with pretty low expectations, expecting another forgettable horror flick, but I have to say I was genuinely surprised by how much I enjoyed this movie. It's a wild, unapologetic ride that knows exactly what it's trying to be, and it nails that tone perfectly. I don't understand where the critics said this was a boring movie, as I didn't find it boring at all. One of the biggest highlights for me was the cast and their characters. Some of them are total bad seeds, but they all played roles with a certain conviction that made the chaos more entertaining. The characters are exaggerated, colorful, and often downright ridiculous, but that's part of the fun for me in regards to this film. They bring a lot of energy to the screen, making the mayhem feel more visceral and engaging. And then there's Alan Ruck, absolutely the star of the show. In my opinion, Ruck is vastly underrated, and here he delivers a performance packed with charisma, menace, and just the right amount of camp. He elevates the film with his presence, and I'll argue he's the reason the movie works so well for me. The acting throughout is mostly great, with performances that lean into the absurdity but retain enough charisma to keep you interested. I'll admit the two main villains, while effectively sort of menacing and also in a playful way, do stretch a bit in their more dramatic moments near the end. Their acting feels a little forced and over the top during those scenes, but again, it's part of the film's goofy charm. It's clear the movie isn't aiming for realism or deep character development. Instead, it's about delivering pure, unfiltered entertainment, in my opinion. What really makes Corporate Retreat stand out is the gore effects. The film is incredibly brutal, and I mean that in the best possible way. The blood splatter, dismemberments, and all manner of gross out moments are executed with gleeful excess. But what sets it apart is how playful and fun the violence is. It's not just gratuitous, it's not just gross, it's exaggerated, inventive, and almost cartoonish in its over the topness. When the blood starts spilling, it's so outrageous that I couldn't help but shout at the TV in a mix of shock and laughter. The gore is so vividly disgusting in some scenes that it became part of the film's charm, making every kill scene a highlight of absurdity and horror. There is a few scenes of CGI, which is the CGI effects aren't that good, but it's only in a few scenes, so it doesn't take away from the enjoyment of the film. I also appreciate that this isn't a serious or pretentious movie. It's pure cheese, a campy, gory, ridiculous romp that knows exactly what it wants to be. It doesn't aim to deliver any profound message or deep storytelling. Instead, it embraces its own absurdity and runs with it. And honestly, it's done so well that I can't fault it for being silly or over the top. The best horror movies are the ones that don't take themselves seriously in regards to their subject matter, and Corporate Retreat is a perfect example of that. Now, I do realize I might be in the minority here, judging from the reviews, but I had an extremely fun time with this film. It's a movie to watch when you're in the mood for something ridiculous, bloody, and completely over the top. It's perfect for a group gathering who enjoy horror movies just as much as you do and don't hold back and are willing to embrace the chaos on screen. The film's pacing is solid, and even with its flaws, it kept me entertained from start to finish. It's not a cinematic masterpiece, and it's not trying to be, and it's definitely not for everyone, but if you're looking for a fun, gory horror that leans into its absurdity and delivers a wild ride, you'll find plenty to enjoy here. It's a guilty pleasure, a horror, I wouldn't say parody, but it's just, I'll say light horror that hits all the right notes in the right way. I'll probably be in the minority in loving this one, but honestly, that's part of the fun. Sometimes you just want a horror movie that doesn't take itself seriously and offers pure entertainment. Corporate Retreat sure delivers on that promise. So my score for this movie is a 4 out of 5. Yes, exactly. That's how much I enjoyed this movie. And if you're a hard horror fan like me, I'm pretty sure you would enjoy this movie too. So if you liked this review, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more upcoming movie reviews in the future. Cheers.